In the heart of a tumultuous era, a beacon of hope was born, the divine avatar Lord Krishna. His birth, a tale of prophecy, divine intervention, and ultimate triumph over evil, remains a cornerstone in the annals of Indian mythology. Vasudeva and Devaki, Krishna's parents, were virtuous beings who fell prey to the tyranny of King Kansa. The prophecy that foretold the end of Kansa's reign at the hands of Devaki's eighth child led the king to imprison his own sister and her husband. But destiny had its own plans. As Devaki gave birth to her eighth child, the prison walls echoed with divine chants, and a celestial light filled the room. The newborn Krishna, with his eyes radiant like the morning sun, was a sight to behold. Yet, the imminent danger from Kansa cast a shadow over this joyous occasion. In the midst of this, a divine voice commanded Vasudeva to carry the newborn Krishna to the neighboring village of Gokul. As Vasudeva held Krishna in his arms, the shackles that bound him fell away. He stepped out into the stormy night, his path lit by the divine aura emanating from Krishna. As Vasudeva reached the raging river Yamuna, the waters parted, making way for the father and son. It was as if nature herself was in league with the divine plan. In the dead of the night, under the cover of the storm, Vasudeva crossed the river and reached Gokul, where he exchanged his son with the newborn daughter of Yashoda and Nanda. As dawn broke, the little Krishna found his new home in the heart of Yashoda and Nanda's household, marking the beginning of his earthly journey. In the coming days, this divine child would grow to be a beloved prankster, a compassionate friend, a wise guide, and ultimately, a beacon of hope and righteousness in a world that needed it most. In the vibrant village of Gokul, Krishna's childhood was filled with divine miracles and mischievous pranks. From an early age, Krishna's playful nature was evident. He was always up to something, whether it was playing with his friends or causing a ruckus in the village. But there was one thing Krishna loved more than anything else: butter. He was known for his insatiable love for it. No jar was too high, no pot too sealed for our young Krishna. His butter thefts were infamous, and yet they were also endearing. The villagers would often find themselves chuckling at his antics, their annoyance melting away at the sight of his innocent face smeared with butter. But Krishna's childhood wasn't just about mischiefs. It was also marked by miracles that signified his divine nature. Take, for instance, the slaying of the demoness, Putana. When the wicked Putana tried to kill infant Krishna with her poisoned breast milk, Krishna, the divine incarnate, sucked the life out of her instead, saving himself and the village from her evil intentions. Another notable miracle was the lifting of the Govardhan mountain. When the village was threatened by a devastating storm, Krishna, the ever-protective friend, lifted the entire mountain on his little finger, providing a massive umbrella for the villagers. It was a sight to behold. A young boy carrying a mountain, standing firm against the wrath of the storm. Krishna's childhood was a blend of divine miracles and playful pranks that brought joy, comfort, and faith to the people of Gokul. They loved him not just for his divine nature, but also for his endearing personality. Every mischief, every miracle, every act of Krishna was a testament to his divine yet human nature. These divine acts of the playful child Krishna only deepened the love and faith of the villagers in him. From the playful child of Gokul, Krishna evolved into a wise mentor, a fearsome warrior, and an astute diplomat. As we delve deeper into the story of Krishna, we arrive at a pivotal point in his life, the epic battle of Mahabharata. This tale of valor and virtue is where we see Krishna in a role like no other, a charioteer. Krishna's role in the Mahabharata is multifaceted. He wasn't merely a participant in the war, he was the guiding force that steered the course of the battle and indeed the destiny of those involved. His wisdom and strategy played a vital role in the victory of the Pandavas, the virtuous brothers fighting against their own kin, the Kauravas. But perhaps the most profound influence Krishna had during this time was his counsel to Arjuna. one of the Pandava brothers. Standing on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Arjuna was torn between his duty as a warrior and his love for his family, who stood against him in the war. It was here that Krishna, as his charioteer, delivered the timeless wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita is more than just a conversation between a prince and his guide. It is a spiritual discourse where Krishna expounds on duty, righteousness, and the path to salvation. He emphasizes the importance of performing one's duty without attachment to the results, a philosophy that has guided countless individuals through the ages. In the grand scheme of the Mahabharata, Krishna's role as a charioteer symbolizes his position as a guide, leading humanity on the path of righteousness. His counsel on the battlefield wasn't just meant for Arjuna, but serves as a universal guide, helping us navigate the battles we face in our lives. Krishna's wisdom, shared on the battlefield, continues to guide humanity through life's challenges. Even today, his teachings resonate with us, reminding us to stay true to our duties and values, regardless of the trials we face. As a charioteer, Krishna steered the course of a war, and as a mentor, he continues to steer the course of humanity. After a life filled with divine miracles and profound wisdom, it was time for Krishna to return to his heavenly abode. In accordance with an ancient prophecy, Krishna's departure from the world was as extraordinary as his life. It was foretold that he would leave the earth after completing his divine mission. The prophecy was cryptic, hinting at a hunter's arrow as the instrument of his departure. But Krishna, in his divine wisdom, knew the time of his departure was near. The sequence of events leading to Krishna's departure began with the great war of Mahabharata. Krishna, serving as the charioteer of Arjuna, guided the Pandavas to victory. However, the war left a trail of destruction, and Krishna felt the burden of the post-war consequences. He spent his final days in Dwarka, his divine city, imparting his wisdom to his devotees. His teachings, encapsulated in the holy Bhagavad Gita, became a beacon of guidance for humanity. His discourses on duty, righteousness, and the path to liberation enlightened many. Then came the fateful day of his departure. Krishna was meditating under a tree, radiating serene tranquility, when a hunter named Jara mistook his foot for a deer and shot an arrow. Krishna, knowing this to be the fulfillment of the prophecy, forgave Jara and blessed him. In his final moments, Krishna reassured his devotees that he would always be with them. He urged them to remember his teachings and live their lives with love, compassion, and righteousness. He promised that whenever righteousness wanes and evil rises, he would reincarnate to restore balance in the world. As Krishna departed, a divine light ascended from his body, merging with the cosmos. His physical form may have left the world, but his divine essence remained, continuing to guide and inspire countless souls. With his departure, Krishna left behind a legacy of divine love and wisdom, continuing to inspire millions around the world. Though Krishna left his earthly form, his teachings and his divine love remain eternally relevant. His profound wisdom, captured in the Bhagavad Gita, serves as a spiritual guide for millions. Krishna's teachings emphasize the importance of duty, righteousness, and selfless action. He urged us to perform our duties without attachment to the results, a philosophy known as Karma Yoga. He also spoke of divine love, or bhakti, and the transformative power it holds. Krishna's teachings didn't just shape individual lives, they've had a profound impact on the entire Indian culture. His life and philosophy have influenced art, music, dance, and literature, permeating every aspect of Indian society. From the enchanting tales of his childhood to the profound lessons of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna's stories continue to be retold in myriad forms, each one capturing a different aspect of his multifaceted personality. But the legacy of Krishna is perhaps most evident in the festivals celebrated in his honor. Janmashtami, the celebration of Krishna's birth, is one such festival that sees widespread festivities across India and beyond. The air fills with the melodious tunes of Krishna's flute. His favorite sweet, makhan, is prepared in homes, and the tales of his exploits are retold with fervor. The festival is not just a celebration of Krishna's birth, but a reminder of his divine love and his teachings. Yet the legacy of Krishna is not confined to festivals or cultural practices. It is alive in the hearts of those who seek truth, who perform their duties with devotion, and who love without conditions. It is in the pursuit of dharma, or righteousness, and in the quest for divine love. In the end, Krishna's life serves as a testament to divine love, duty, and the eternal quest for truth. His teachings continue to illuminate the path for those on a spiritual journey, making his legacy not just a part of history, but an eternally relevant guide for life.